Hello everyone, I'm Elvis Chand. Welcome to another reflection. I'll start with something funny. Before marriage, a husband talks and the wife listens. After marriage, the wife talks and the husband listens. After 5 years, the husband talks, the wife talks, and the neighbors listen. But nowadays, I think in this lockdown situation, the wife talks, the husband talks, the neighbors also talk. I wonder who's listening. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to stay calm when angry. In this present situation we are living in, people get angry very easily, get stressed, frustrated. It's okay, it's normal. It's a part of human nature. When we all locked down in our houses, no job, the children are there with us all the time to look after them. It's normal you get stressed. Sometimes people express love by showing anger towards their loved ones to protect them from danger or from getting hurt. You got to control your anger. You got to learn how to use it wisely, how to use it appropriately, righteously. Uncontrolled anger is dangerous, but controlled anger is an asset. When we get angry, we either blow up or we clamor. We stay calm or say nothing, or we become mad and blow up. The Bible says some people stay silent because they have nothing to say. Others keep silent because they know when to speak. A wise man remains silent until the right moment, but a boasting fool misses the right moment. Whoever talks too much is hated. God has given us 2 ears to hear more, 2 eyes to see more, but one tongue, that too is well guarded behind a strong fence of teeth, to talk less. I don't know if you ever noticed there are two words, silent, S-I-L-E-N-T, and listen, L-I-S-T-E-N. They have the same alphabets. Now silence and smile are two important tools at your disposal. Silence will keep you away from trouble, and a smile can get you out of trouble. The less you talk, the less trouble you'll get into. The Bible says a slip on the pavement is better than a slip of the tongue. A wise person advances by his words. Your words can either build you up or tear you down. Therefore, use your words to encourage one another, to build one another, not tear us down. Those who guard their mouths preserve their lives. Those who open wide their lips come to ruin. The start of a quarrel is like the opening of a dam. Therefore, check a quarrel before it begins. It's good sense of a man to be slow to anger, and it is in his glory to overcome an offense. People say men tend to lose their temper more often than women. I don't believe so. I think both have an equal score. Society only talks about women suffering from domestic violence. I tell you, there are a lot of men out there who are victims of domestic violence too. Women tend to get angry mostly at people, while men, they tend to get angry at things or machinery or while watching a game or something. Study shows that single adults get more angry than married adults. Because when you're married, you cannot be the boss. You become more understanding, more caring, more sharing. It is true when people say, happy wife, happy life. Let's get one thing straight. A woman is the heart of the family and the man is the head of the family. And both have to be in sync for a family to function properly. A successful marriage is not without anger, but a controlled or managed anger. Out of control anger leads to dysfunctional families and teaches your children also to be angry. You're more likely to get angry at home than outside. That is why these days in a lockdown, there's a rise in anger. I'll tell you 5 principles of anger management. Number 1, There's a price to pay for uncontrolled anger. You got to learn how to manage your anger. You got to realize you'll have to pay for uncontrolled anger. There's a cost involved in it. It can be very expensive and dangerous. Anger is one letter short than danger. The Bible says a hot-tempered man gets into all kinds of trouble. You can either spit on a spark and put it off, or you can blow it and make a fire out of it. Both come from your mouth. Blessing and curses come from the same mouth. You will always lose when you lose your temper. You can lose a friend, you can lose a family member, you can lose your job, you can even end up in prison. You can even lose your health in the long run. Nothing destroys a relationship faster than anger. So whenever you think you're leading towards anger, always think of the consequences of it, of the cost involved in it. A very important lesson to learn in life is how to stay calm. Number 2, find a solution to manage your anger. No one can say, I cannot control my anger. Stop making excuses. Accept responsibility. Only you can control your anger. No one else can do it for you. Think about this. If you're in an angry rage at home in the middle of screaming and shouting, and suddenly the phone rings, and you instantly change your tone and pick up the phone and say very sweetly, hello. Now what happened there? You instantly calmed yourself. You did it yourself without any outside help. You get angry because you choose to do so. Nobody can control your emotions without your permission. You must understand what makes you angry. Read the signs and try and manage it before it gets out of control. Try to nip it at the bud. Consider this. A discussion is always better than an argument. Because an argument is to find out who is right, where a discussion is to find out what is right. When we are wrong and we surrender, that means we are honest. When we are in doubt and we surrender, that means we are wise. But when we are right and we surrender, that means we value relationships. Number 3, think before reacting. Don't respond impulsively to anger. Stop, think, walk away, take a breather. You got to be quick to listen and slow to speak. If you want to diffuse the situation, first listen to the other person. Listening calms the other person down, soothes the heart, and it also gives you time to think and plan your reaction. If you refuse to listen to the other person, it will surely make him mad. Controlling your anger means controlling your mouth. Prepare what to say, only then you will be listened to. Anyone who makes no mistake in speaking is perfect. You tame your temper by taming your tongue. The more you understand your anger and the other person's anger, the more understanding you'll become. Ask yourself, why am I angry? What do I want out of it? How can I get it peacefully? Blowing up is not the solution. 4 things that cause anger are hurt, frustration, fear, and alcohol. You see, when you get drunk, you act silly and do stupid things, which you regret later. When you're drunk, you react before thinking, instead of thinking before reacting. People say alcohol makes you fat. I say alcohol makes you lean. Lean against walls, poles, and pillars. Number 4, release your anger in a controlled manner. There are different ways to release your anger. Do it in a way that will not harm others or yourself. Anger is contagious. Anger produces more anger. Aggression produces more aggression. Outbursts lead to more outbursts. It's not what you say, but how you say it that matters. The Bible says, a gentle answer quietens anger, but a harsh one stirs it up. You look at the ships, how large, how big they are, but they are guided by a small rudder wherever the pilot directs it. In the same way, your tongue is also a very small part of your body, but it's a very important member of your body. It directs your whole life in the direction you want to go. It also gives you a taste of sense of what you eat, and it also gives you a lot of pleasure. Number 5, ask God to fill your heart with love. Love and patience are the only antidote for anger. What you speak comes from your heart. Someone with a harsh tongue has an angry heart. Someone with a negative tongue has a fearful heart. Someone with a boastful tongue has an insecure heart. Someone with an overreactive tongue is always talking, has an unsettled heart. Someone with a judgmental tongue has a guilty heart. Someone with a critical tongue has a bitter heart. Someone with a filthy tongue has an impure heart. Someone with a gentle tongue has a loving heart. Someone with a controlled tongue has a peaceful heart. Mother Teresa once said, if your eyes are positive, you will love the world. But if your tongue is positive, the world will love you. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you all and keep you safe.